Ash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the LuckyFerals.
Good morning, Boo. Good morning, Boo. Would you like some breakfast today? Would you like some breakfast today? Boo slept on the bed almost all night. Last night was the first night that I heard him in the living room playing with very loud toys. The turbo scratcher is a very loud toy at night, but it sounded like Boo would run into the room and he would smack the ball around so it would spin like really fast. Then he would run out of the room. Then he would run into the room, smack the ball around, it would spin really fast, and he'd run out of the room. He had a really good time doing that for a while. There's litter all over the place. I don't know if it's because this new litter is different or he was playing in here and he just smacked a whole bunch around, but that's gonna need to be vacuumed up today. See how he loves his arches? He loves his arches, look. This is the Boo Plate Special. The Nature's Variety Instant Raw Chicken Bites, his herbal tinctures, a little bit of wheatgrass, and water. I think out of all of the cats, Boo is the one that is most like a dog. Right, Boo? Puppy Boo? Hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. There's your food, Boo. It's like the kitty cat diner. I just opened Boo's windows like 2 inches to give him some air to smell, and it is really cold out. I can't get a good focus on the thermometer outside, but it says it's like 32 degrees out. I mean, it's like freezing. So I'm putting the food together for the downstairs cats, and I just cut up some wheatgrass for them. And this is what the wheatgrass is looking like today. So the secret is in how you cut it. You know, just cut some off the top, like you would if you're mowing a lawn or cutting hair or something. And it seems to like it better. And other than turning a little bit yellow in some of the center areas, it is really kept up well. Usually plants that don't get enough sun will turn yellow because they can't generate their own chlorophyll. Plants require sunlight to generate chlorophyll. So I'm going to put this in a sunny window today and just see if that helps it at all. Good morning. Let's talk really quickly about how cats communicate with you. So last night I went to bed and I was laying in bed and I was writing in my calendar just so I know what stuff I needed to get done today. And out of nowhere, I got this thought that I did not put any dry food out for the downstairs cats. I usually sprinkle some dry food on that platter that you see there, so they have a little bit to nibble on overnight. I explained in yesterday's video how they get their wet food for dinner, and then that leaves enough calories left in their daily allotment that they could then have 1 or 2 small servings of dry food after that. So I had not given them any dry food after that because I was busy. So I went to bed, and out of nowhere I got that, you know, the feeling that, oh, I have to give them some dry food. I forgot to give them dry food. But you know how it is when you go to bed, you get all comfortable, and the last thing in the world I wanted to do was get out of bed and give them dry food. But I did. When I came down here, they were all just like waiting around this platter. And that's when I was like, oh my gosh, I think they're the ones that sent me the thought form saying, wait a minute, don't go to bed because you didn't give us our food for the night. Because right before I went to bed, I came down here to say goodnight to them. And that is how cats communicate with us. Cats don't yell at us and say, hey, you forgot to give me food. Cats will send us thoughts and feelings, and it's up to us to pay attention to them and to hear them and to interpret them, meaning the thoughts and feelings. Because that's how cats communicate. Right, Stella? Right, Simba? And a lot of the people who are scientifically trained or trained in psychology, they're going to say, well, that was just your subconscious mind, and it was something that you're, trained to think about on a daily basis. And that's where I say there's so many things about what science calls the subconscious mind that we don't know. That's just theory and conjecture. This is what the cats are eating. They have their little rub fest right now. They rub all against each other. Have you noticed it's mostly Splash? Splash goes back and forth. He rubs up against Stella, and then he rubs up against Simba. Right, Splash? Yep. Then I put the food down and he lets me pat him. Nice boy, Splashy. What a nice boy you are, Splashy. He's coming around. He's getting there. Right, Splash? Splash is like a socially awkward person. I'm sure we've all met people like that or have been people like that at one time in our lives or another, when they just don't know the right thing to say or the right thing to do, or stuff like that. Or they might feel uncomfortable in a certain situation. That's just Splash. Right, Splash? There's nothing wrong with Splash. Splash is perfectly normal. So here is the weather forecast for the next several days. It is definitely taking a turn for the colder. Today is supposed to be a high of 49, low of 37. Tomorrow, high of 50, low of 32. The following day, high of 53, low of 38. Followed by high of 38, low of 24. Oh my gosh, winter is here. There is so much fluff going on right here now. Look at this. Look at this cat. He's so fluffy. Here's Stella. Hey, Stella. Want me to rub your fluffy tummy? Oop. Stella says, you're not rubbing my tummy. Meanwhile, I was just rubbing her tummy like 5 minutes ago, which is why I decided to go get the camera, because they were in tummy rubbing moods. Look, you could look at her. See her? You see her? Look at her eyes. You could tell she's ready to... Yep. Good girl, Stella. You're a good girl. Stella makes it known when she's not happy. Stella, are you a queen? Stella, are you a queen? Are you a queen? Stella, are you a queen? Queen Stella? You want me to call you Queen Stella? No. You're not Queen Stella. Stella Diva? No, I don't like that name either. Stella Regina? Stella Regina. Nope, you don't like that name either? You don't bite. So here's the wheel. I moved it in hopes that maybe they would like to use it better where it originally was. Because when it was by the sofa, they never used it. I mean, they laid next to it, but they never touched it at all. So I put some of their toys on it. And then I ended up playing with them with the toys near it. And so today what I'm doing is I'm putting more toys on it. Let's see if they move any of these toys. So right now it is a little after 9 a.m. and I just went outside to see if Hydrox is out here. Now he's not out here. I don't see him anywhere. He could be in the woods. He could be wandering wherever. And I just wanted to point out the big difference between when Stella was ready to be socialized, when Boo was ready to be socialized, and now Hydrox. So I did not start making daily videos with Boo until he started coming around daily for every single meal. Prior to that first What Happened to Boo video, Boo would only come around occasionally. And when he arrived on my doorstep all scraped up, that's when I knew, well, this cat is coming to me for help. And I just instinctively knew to just start filming everything, just to see what happened, just to observe and see what did he do. And he ended up coming for every single meal after that, and eventually moving onto my patio full time. He was just basically living in my yard, and he kept wanting to get closer and closer to the door, and then eventually he came inside. He came inside because he had to go to the vet. But it all worked out well. And it was very similar with Stella. Stella first came around occasionally with Boo, and then she started coming around every single day for every single meal. And next thing I know, I saw the kittens. They pretty much moved into my yard, and they were living on the patio also, and it was like the same progression. Now Hydrox is not doing that, and Hydrox is not here for every single meal. So I'm not going to force myself on Hydrox. You can't force yourself on feral cats. You could take care of them, you could feed them, you could provide them shelters, but it's really up to them to want to interact with you. Because the more I try to force myself on him, and the more I try to force my will on him, the less he's going to come around, and potentially the less safe he might be. Okay, so I went inside to put some food together for Hydrox, and I came outside, and here he is standing next to the table, and he's meowing. Hello, Hydrox. How are you? Walking very slow. Are you having a nice day, Hydrox? Would you like some food? Hydrox, want to eat some food? Yeah, you hungry? Okay, right now this is big. I'm walking slow. I'm approaching the table, maybe 6 feet away from him. Here's the food. I'm going to put the food on this plate holder, and look, Hydrox is still just sitting here. He's just sitting here. So I'm going to clip the plate in. The reason why I have these plate holders and these clips is just to give this paper plate some more weight. And there's a rubber bottom so it doesn't slide around. And it's just better that way. And there goes Hydrox. He's just moving over a little bit. Right? Okay. I just put the plate under the tables. I'm gonna stand back and see what happens. There's Boo watching from the window. And there's Hydrox eating his food. Right now it's about 10:20 a.m. I don't know exactly, I don't have any time in this room, but I am going to give Boo a little bit of dry food, and I'm gonna set up his live stream, and then I'm gonna head out for the day, right, Boo? You be a good boy? Go be a good boy, Boo. Okay. Here's 1 tablespoon of dry food. There's your food. You're welcome, Boo. Just in case this is the last time that I see my beautiful begonia. Hello, Boo. What are you doing? You being a good boy? Did you have a nice day, Boo? Ready to eat some food? You want dinner? Want some dinner, Boo? Yeah? Did you do anything fun today? You played with your toys? Did you use your arches, or did you just sleep all day? Yeah, you slept all day? So Boo now has a favorite thing. Right here you see 2 scratch and rolls. They're placed next to each other. And right here you see 2 of these cat toys. They're the little balls, and yes, Boo just hit the camera. So this is his new favorite thing, playing with these balls under the scratch and rolls. So what I do is I take this ball and I put it under the scratch and roll. I'm going to find the other ball and put it under here also. So here's the other ball, and I'm going to put it under here. And this is what Boo does. He hunts the balls out from under the scratch and rolls. He goes crazy. Right now he's hunting them. Then he'll poke them out, and then he'll chase them around the room. This one I'm going to put back in. They're both back under there. Oh, now he has the pink one. Let's put it back. Got the ball, Boo? You got the ball? Then I'm going to put it back under. He loves laying across both of the scratch and rolls. It is 8:55 p.m. and I am giving a shout out to Fishy Tautog for the super chat today. This live stream has been going on for the past 10.5 hours. I'm just about to shut it down so Boo could go to bed in his room and sleep tonight. So thank you to everyone who's been watching the live stream. It is 10:30 p.m. Boo is banging on the door. I just saw his paws coming out from under the door. It's time to go to bed. It's 10:30 and he needs to chill out. Boo, just relax. Tonight is Stella and Simba's night to free roam the house. They're very happy to be free roaming. Boo has been out of his room for hours tonight. He literally just went back in his room maybe like an hour ago. So he had plenty of time wandering around the house. Now I understand he wants to be with me. Maybe he wants to be with the other cats. Maybe he wants to be out of his room. There's his paw. But he has to wait. I think we're now down to less than 20 days. I just checked the calendar. We are exactly at 20 more days. 40 days have passed since Boo got his first test. So Boo has been inside for 40 days. 40 days inside but separate from the other cats. 20 more days to go.